guys, welcome, welcome. Get a nice comfortable seat, get your music going, and we will get started. It's a beautiful day here in Vegas, as you can see. So, me being outside, it's going to be probably hot yoga for me. Sitting anywhere you like. If you want to sit crisscross applesauce, that's great. Or in hero's pose, like I'm doing. Sit on a block or a pillow. Let's get started. Let's close the eyes. Start focusing on our breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing the awareness to our breath. Taking nice long inhales. Then nice long exhales. Getting the mind to settle in. Getting ready for our practice. Remember to release any expectations for your practice. Be happy wherever you are. Be kind to yourself. Remember, always honor your body and listen to your body. Remember to breathe. Let go of anything that does not serve you in this moment. Sealing the lips now. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Using that Ujjayi breath that we talked about last week, that audible sound. I invite you to keep the eyes closed at any time during the practice, if it helps you get in the zone. I also invite you to take child's pose or any other pose if things get a little too much and you just want to take a break. Grab water. Bringing hands to heart center. Inhaling the arms out and up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhaling your arms out and up again. Hands to heart center. Inhaling your arms out and up. This time placing your left hand to the mat and reaching those right fingertips to the side. Keeping your chest open. Really reaching, opening that side body. Inhaling both arms up. Then taking it to the other side. Going as far as you like. Inhaling your arms up again. Taking it to the other side. This time, instead of keeping the chest up, we're going to tilt it towards the mat. Still reaching towards the edge of your mat. Maybe going a little deeper. Turning your body back to center, bringing both arms up, and then taking it to the other side. Reaching, and then turning your chest towards the mat. Tummy in. Breathing here. Turning your chest open again. Coming back to center, hands up high, and then down to heart center. Inhaling your arms out and up again. This time, taking your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you for a twist, turning to your left side. Gaze can be at the side or behind you, just warming up. Breathing here. calming the mind. Inhaling your arms up again, and then twisting to the other side. Breathing. Nice long spine. Tummy in. Breathing. Inhaling your arms up and hands to heart center. Good job. Grabbing that strap that we talked about. To start, we're going to start in about shoulder distance apart. Thumbs are facing in. Make some tension in that strap. Really separating your shoulders. Strap is out in front. You don't want it too wide, but do whatever is available to you. If that feels good to your shoulder, you can have it wider. And then keeping that tension going, lifting the strap up over your head. Nice tall spine. Taking it back as far as you can. Breathing here. Creating tension with that strap. Then coming back down slowly. Again, pulling away with that strap. Pushing your shoulders forward. Coming back up slowly. Breathing. Taking your shoulders away from the ears. And coming back down slowly. Breathing. Really separating those shoulders. Staying here for a moment. Keeping that tension in that strap. One more time, take it up over your head. Tummy in. Breathing. Holding it here. And coming back down slowly. Keeping those shoulders separated. Breathing. Holding here for a moment. And releasing. Doing a few bicycles with your shoulders, one at a time, going back. And then if you want to bring them forward, I have to change my seat. Now, taking the strap, making it pretty wide here. Arms are straight out in front of you. Bringing your arms up over your head. And then keeping your arms straight. Take one behind you and leave the other one straight up. Make sure you're not turning your body to do this. Your body stays forward. Coming back up. And then taking it to the other side, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. Keeping those arms straight. Coming back up. Taking it to the other side once more. Coming back up. Taking it to the other side, last one. And coming back up and release. This time we're going to take it behind our backs. So, thumbs are going to be facing out. Go as wide as you'd like. The closer in you are, the harder it is. Thumbs are facing out. Nice tall spine, shoulders away from the ears, lifting up as high as you can behind you. Staying here for a moment. Arms are straight. If you have any pain, lower down a little bit. Releasing down. Lifting back up. Releasing down, tummy in. Get used to this motion. Any adjustments that you have to make is fine. Remember, there should be no pain. No pain in yoga. I'm going to take it 2 more times. 2. Last one. And releasing. All right, get rid of that strap. Shrugging the shoulders up and down your back together, inhaling them up and down your back. Once more, up and down, then shrugging them forward, inhaling them up and taking them forward, inhaling up and forward. Once more, up and forward. Nice. Taking your left hand, placing it on your back, taking your right hand to the elbow, and then leaning towards the left. Breathing here. Inhaling comes back up, releasing and taking it to the other side. So right hand on the back, left hand on your elbow, and leaning that way. Breathing. Coming back up, releasing everything. Nice. Going into tabletop. Coming into all fours. Hips are over your knees. Shoulders are over your wrists. Inhaling, cow pose. So we're going to drop the belly and gaze goes up. Exhaling, cat pose. Rounding the shoulders, tucking the chin, belly in. Inhaling, cow pose. Exhaling, cat pose. Take a few more with your breath at your pace, warming up the spine. When you're ready, coming to a neutral spine. Walking your hands out to the top of your mat for puppy pose. So we're going to be coming down like we're going into a child's pose, but we're keeping the bottom up. Arms are active, forehead to the mat. Breathing here. Two more breaths here. Then walking your hands back towards your body, widening those knees, sitting back for child's pose. Breathing here. Walking back up into tabletop. Taking your right foot out to the side, extending your left leg, coming into a side plank. Taking those fingertips, your left fingertips, out over your head. Balancing here. Then bring your elbow to knee for a side crunch. Straightening it out. Side crunch. Straighten it out. Side crunch. Straighten it out. Side crunch. Two more. Inhale. Then exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Then exhale, elbow to knee. Perfect. Staying here for a moment. And then returning back to tabletop, taking it to the other side. So extending that right leg back. Stacking your hips for side plank on the other side, but we're going to extend our fingertips over our head. Breathing here for a moment. Inhale, then exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, exhaling, crunch. 2 more, inhale, exhale, crunch. Inhale, last one, exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend, staying here for a moment. Then returning back to tabletop. Making your knees wide again. Pushing back to child's pose. Forehead to the mat. Really reaching your fingertips forward. Breathing here. The inhalation brings you up, brings you all the way forward into cobra, shoulders away from the ears. Pushing back to child's pose. Inhaling up to cobra, breathing. Exhaling, child's pose. One more, inhaling up to cobra. Exhaling to child's pose. This time we're going to inhale up through tabletop and then come into a little push-up like chaturanga. Coming back up, pushing back to child's pose, working on those arms. Inhaling up, going down for your push-up. Coming up, back to child's pose. Inhaling up, creating some heat. Chaturanga. Inhaling up, exhaling, child's pose. Really try to keep that breath to movement. Let's keep going. Inhale up, exhale, child's pose. 2 more. Inhaling forward, lowering down, coming back up, pushing back to child's pose. Last one. Inhaling up, going down for your chaturanga. Make it count. Coming back to child's pose. Take a rest. Take a breath. Two more breaths here. Last breath here. The inhalation brings you up, taking those knees under your hips, coming down onto your forearms, pushing, tucking the toes and pushing up into a forearm plank. Staying here for a moment. Hands can be up or down. Do not sink in your hips. Breathing. Tapping your right knee to the mat, then tapping your left knee to the mat. Tummy in. Right knee to the mat, then left knee to the mat. Keep these taps going. Breathing. Take it at your pace. Come on. Breathing. Few more. You got this. Last round. Right tap, left tap. Both knees to the mat, pushing back to child's pose. Breathing. Two more breaths here. Last breath here. Coming into all fours, tucking your toes, going up to downward facing dog. Adjust your dog. Nice long spine, pedaling it out. Breathing. Feet are hip distance apart. You're really pressing through all 10 pads of your fingers. Spine is nice and long. You can use both knees if you want. Really reaching those hips to the sky. Breathing. Last one. All right, coming to a neutral dog. Lifting your right leg to the sky. Bringing it forward to knee to nose. Rounding that back. Reaching it back up to the sky. Knee to nose. Reaching it back up to the sky. Last one. Knee to nose. Really rounding that shoulders. Back up to the sky. And then releasing it down. Taking a breath here. Inhaling your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Then bringing your knee forward, knee to nose, tummy in, kicking it back up. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose, kicking it back up. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose, last one. Kicking it back up, then releasing it down. Good job. Gazing to the top of your mat. Baby steps all the way up to the top. Once you get there, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale once more, flat back. Exhale, fold. Gathering opposite elbows or any variation that you feel like. Making your top body heavy. Nice bend in those knees. Breathing here. Shaking side to side. Letting your neck go, your head go. Possibly shaking it yes or no. Feeling that nice hamstring stretch. Breathing. One more breath here. Releasing the arms, then rolling up one vertebrae at a time. The head is the last thing to rise. Good job. Inhaling your arms out and up, hands to heart center. Inhaling them out and up, then taking your lean to the left. Really feeling a nice stretch in your side body. Gaze can be down if you'd like. Feet are hip distance apart. Coming back up to center, taking it to the other side. Coming back up to center, hands to heart center. A couple of half sunays, the top of your mat, inhaling, arms out and up. Exhaling, forward fold with a flat back. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, bending the knees, coming all the way up to standing. Arms out and up, hands to heart center. One more, inhaling, arms out and up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, bending your knees, coming to standing, arms out and up. Hands to heart center. Nice. Today I thought we were practicing eagle arms last week, so I thought we'd do eagle legs this week. So we're going to bring all of your weight into your right foot, coming to the ball of your left foot. So you're going to wrap your foot around here. You can stay here, or you can go with the full hook, where you hook your foot around your calf. Or you can just do a kickstand if your balance isn't that great today. We got to incorporate eagle arms. So arms out in front of you, taking the left arm under, and then bringing them up for eagle arms. Elbows are as high as your shoulders. Breathing here, balancing here, smiling here. Two more breaths here. Releasing the arms, then releasing the leg. Good job. Taking it to the other side. So really root through your left foot. Crossing it over like you would if you were crossing your legs, you were sitting down. And then hooking that foot behind, if it's available. If it's not, you're here, or kickstand. Reaching those hands out in front of you. Taking your right arm under your left, then twisting it around for eagle arms. Again, if that's not available, you can just go here with your backs of your hands touching, or even here, just your forearms touching. Wherever you are is perfect. Elbows raised to shoulder height. Breathing here. Two more breaths here. Last breath here. And release. Shake it out if you need to. All right, coming to the top of the mat. Inhaling your arms out and up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, planting your hands, stepping back for your vinyasa, which is a chaturanga at low push-up. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. If at any time you don't feel like taking a vinyasa, you just want to push back to downward dog, please feel free. Taking a breath here. Nice long spine. Inhaling your right leg up to the sky. Per request of Michelle, she wants to flip her dog today. Stacking your hips, bending at the knee. Then flip your dog, Michelle. Breathing. You can wring out the ankle if you'd like, if you're not flipping your dog. Okay, for those of you that flipped, come back. Meeting us in three-legged dog, straightening out that knee, that leg. Gazing to the top of your mat. Taking your right leg forward for crescent lunge on this side. So the back heel is lifted. The hips are squared to the front of the mat. Making sure your knee is over your ankle. Legs are active. Incorporate the arms. Breathing. Tailbone down. Breathing. One more breath here. Then going into warrior two. That back foot goes down. It's parallel to the back of your mat. Really reaching through your arms. Nice bend in that front knee. One more breath here. Then bringing your hands to your hips, straightening that front leg, bringing all 10 toes to the side of your mat. Interlacing your hands behind you, squeezing those shoulder blades together, gazing up, nice long spine, micro bend in your knees, flat back forward fold. Taking that fist away from your body if you can. Do whatever feels good on these shoulders. Adjusting your stance if you need to. And breathing, of course. One more breath here. Then we're going to release the hands down to the mat. Your right hand grabs your right ankle, left hand grabs the left ankle. Dropping the crown of the head down, looking behind you. Breathing here. Elbows can sway out. Breathing. Micro bend in those knees. Then releasing your hands back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Use the strength of your legs. Good job. Turning those right toes to the front of the mat, then stepping up with your left. Beautiful. Inhaling your arms out and up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting your hands, stepping back to plank and your chaturanga, that low push-up. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. One more breath here. Then inhaling your left leg to the sky this time, three-legged dog. Stacking the hips and bending the knee. Bringing out that ankle if you'd like. Going for your flipped dog if you'd like, or wild thing. Taking a breath there. Arms are still strong. Legs are strong. If you flipped your dog, come on back. Meeting us in three-legged dog, straightening that leg. Gazing to the top of your mat, bringing it forward for crescent lunge on the other side. Again, hips are square to the front of the mat. Heel is up. Incorporate the arms. Tummy in. Shoulders down. Breathing. One more breath here. Then we're opening up to warrior two. That back foot parallel to the back of your mat. Heel is down. Nice bend in your front knee. Really reaching through those fingertips. Gazing down at that bent knee, making sure you can still see your big toe. You don't want your knee dumping. Shoulders down in the back. Tailbone tucked. Two more breaths here. You got this. Strong warriors. Last breath. Bringing your hands to your hips, straightening that leg. Coming to the side of your mat. Pointing your toes out. Heels in. Bending at the knees, tailbone tucked for goddess pose. Adjust your stance. Cactus the arms. Staying here for a moment. Inhaling, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, reaching up. Exhaling, goddess again, bending at the knees, cactus arms. Inhaling, straightening the legs, straightening the arms. Exhaling, goddess pose. Sit back down, see if you can get lower. Inhaling up. Exhaling, goddess. Go a little lower. Last one, inhaling up. Exhaling, goddess. Beautiful. Inhaling up. Hands to heart center. Take a breath. Your left toes should already be facing the front. Bring your right foot to meet it. Taking a breath. Whew. Inhaling your arms out and up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. This time, planting your hands, stepping back to plank, then lowering to your belly. Right cheek to the mat. Arms can come out to a T. Breathing here. Calming the breath. Bringing your chin to the mat. Feet are together. Legs are zipped up tight. On the inhalation, peeling your chest away from the mat, lifting your feet up from the mat, then perhaps incorporating the arms for your airplane. Breathing. One more breath. And release down. Left cheek to the mat. This time taking your arms next to you. Feet are still zipped up tight. Legs are zipped up tight. Palms are going to face towards your body. Bringing the chin to the mat. Inhale, peeling your chest away first. Then lifting your legs and feet. Then perhaps your arms. Breathing. Feeling that nice sensation, that nice back bend. And releasing down, right cheek to the mat. Bringing your arms back out to a T. Keeping that right cheek to the mat. Crawl your left hand towards you, so it's right under your shoulder. Then rolling over to your right side body so your hips are stacked. You feel a nice stretch in that right shoulder, pushing as far back as you can, keeping those legs straight. Go as far as you can. Breathing here. Rolling back down. This time taking your right arm to that cactus, that goalpost. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, roll again to your right side. See which one feels better. Maybe you like this one, maybe you don't. You can go back to the straight arm. Breathing here. And rolling back down to the mat. Left cheek to the mat. Arms out to a T. Taking a breath here. Crawling your right arm underneath your right shoulder. Keeping that left arm out to a T. Then pushing up and rolling over to your left side body. Hips are stacked, legs are stacked. Head can be up or down. Breathing, tummy in. Rolling back to the mat. Cactus that left arm this time. Breathing. Inhaling. Exhaling, turning to your side. Adjusting that left arm if you need to. You can adjust the elbow up or down. One more breath here. And rolling back to center. Releasing. Placing your hands, both hands underneath the shoulders to help you push up and push back to child's pose. Take a breath here. You can bring your arms behind you if you like. If that feels good on your shoulders, grabbing at your feet. Forehead to the mat. Breathing. One more breath here. The inhalation brings you up to a seat. Swinging those legs around in front of you. We're going to come to butterfly pose, which is that triangle pose, but we're going to do something called Tadasana, which the feet are out a little further, so they're not all the way in close. They're out a little further. So you have that big diamond shape. Soles are touching. Place one forearm on top of the other. Doesn't matter which. Inhale, prepare. Long back. Exhale, fold forward. Resting those forearms by your knees, on your calves, wherever you are is perfect. Breathing here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, perhaps come down a little lower. Inhale, lengthen. Maybe push yourself and come down a little lower. Breathing. Two more breaths here. Stretching out that low back. Last breath here. The inhalation brings you up. Nice, guys. Bringing those knees together, straightening your legs. Feet are flexed, inhaling long back, arms up, then fold forward. Exhale. Wherever you land, could be your calves, could be your feet. If you wanted to do peace fingers with your big toes, or even hands on the mat. Wherever you are is perfect. Breathing. The body benefits from movement, but the mind benefits from stillness. Create stillness. The inhalation walks your hands back up towards your body, bringing you back up to a seat, bringing the soles of your feet down to the mat, reaching your arms out in front of you, then rolling down, keeping the soles of the feet on the mat. You might have to scooch up a little. There we go. Till you're all the way down, keeping those knees bent, taking a breath. Bring your ankles in so you can almost touch them. Knees are close, hip distance apart, hands into the mat. Inhale, exhale, lifting those hips to the sky for bridge pose. Breathing here. Extending the right leg if you can. Keeping those hips up. Then releasing your foot down to the mat and extending your left foot up if you can. Hips are up. Reaching your foot back down to the mat and then lowering those hips down. Take a breath. This time in your bridge pose, you can interlace your hands underneath you if you'd like. Inhale, prepare, take those shoulders down the mat and lift those hips to the sky. Interlacing, walking those shoulders, like I said, down your back, really lifting those hips, keeping those knees in tight, breathing, and releasing down. Bringing those knees in for a hug, thanking your body for everything that it did for you today. Taking those knees over to the left side of the body, opening your arms up to a T for a supine twist. Breathing. Gaze can be up or to the right side. Coming back through center, taking your knees to the right side body. Gaze can be up or to the left. Bring your knees back in for one last hug. Doing any movements that you may need before we go into Shavasana. Perhaps a happy baby. Grabbing the soles of your feet and rocking side to side. And when you're ready, release those feet. Bringing them down to the mats, extending them out to mat distance apart. Hands can be facing up or hands on the belly. Closing the eyes. Preparing for Shavasana. Relaxing your jaw, your face. Taking the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Shimmying down those shoulders, down your back. relaxing the belly and the legs, letting go for one more moment, finding some calmness, some peace, stillness in the mind. And when you're ready, finding micro movements in the body, wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, bringing awareness back to the body. Reaching those arms up over your head, stretching from your tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. And then rolling over onto your side body into a fetal position, using your lower arm as a pillow. Taking a rest here for a moment. And then when you're ready, use your top arm to push you up into a comfortable seat. Hands at heart center when you get there. Closing the eyes. You cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. Thank you so much for letting me guide your practice today, guys. Namaste.